So I just got back from the ranch show, and you will be shocked at how great of a time it was. Hey, Jason here, and if you've been watching the channel, you've been seeing me go through Joburg. Make sure you look forward this week. I'm going to be putting footage out of the actual ranch show, and I got some other footage I need to start putting out. I'm behind you. I'm not gonna lie to you. And most importantly, I've been talking about success, what it is, and how to get it in the three areas of life that I focus on, which is health, happiness, and wealth. And so, man, sorry, I'm literally just getting back in the house from Soweto. I was out at the Nazareth Center for the Rand show. And for me, as my first time going to the Rand show, it was a really cool experience. And now, giving it a rating out of 10, I give it a 7. And here's the reason why I give it a 7. I have to knock off points because it's not vegan friendly at all. And like here, the only reason I would have the expectations of vegan friendly, when I went to the Nasrec or the convention center for Comic Con here, there was like, I want to say about two or three vegan friendly stalls for people who didn't eat meat to go to. And so I really had an expectation for this one, with this being the big show of Johannesburg, or I don't know if it's all of South Africa or just Joburg. And it's like the event and people were so excited because it finally came back since the pandemic. And so because of that, I just have to knock them. And I don't, me knocking those points off isn't a bad thing. That means there's opportunity for people. Because while I was there, I'm gonna be real with you, there was so much missed money there. It was crazy. It's so crazy. And I'm gonna break those down. And so if you're a vegan place or you know how to do vegan friendly meals, like I definitely recommend you should get a stall there. And here's the catch, because the queues for every place was like anywhere from an hour and a half to 2 hours. I'm talking about even for like a order of the spiralized potato that they stretch out. Like I waited an hour and a half for it, and it was not worth it at all. And that's not coming from a place of complaint. It's just being honest. Spending the money to stand out in the heat, you're waiting an hour and a half, and then you get something that's very subpar. And it was bad customer service. Like from seeing all of those things, I saw like there's so much improvement and there's so much opportunities for people to make if they come in with the right attitude and with the right product and use the right procedures. And so like from this, it really honed in for me from a business point of view of like the procedures here are something that I don't know if it haven't been taught or it's just not cared about. And what I mean by the procedures is like, how are you lining up preparing your food? So the thing that we were in, it was kind of like a semicircle. So the one person cooking all the way on the left, the other person spiralizing all the way on the right, and there's no one in the middle, so they have to walk back and forth to put the potatoes. It was just chaos. It was just a lot of misorganization. And this is from every food stand that was out there, yo. This isn't like this was a special place. Every food stand out there, it was just no procedure. And because it was no procedure, it created confusion as the experience of the consumer. And so this is something from business that we have to start understanding. And if you see this at a big show at this level, this shows you that what is going on at the smaller levels, because the procedures is something that every business must have. And I'm talking about, let me see, Rocco Mamas was there. I think their queue was like 2 hours. It was crazy. Spares was there. There was a couple other places there. And every place had a long queue, and people were getting frustrated. You could see the frustration on people. Like, it was hard to find water. Like, every place I was going to, either the car machine wasn't working or they were out of water. And some places they had water out, but they wasn't selling products. I didn't understand it. But outside of that, one of the great things that I saw at the Rand show was family. There were a lot of people there with their children, a lot of people with their generational family. You saw people with their grandparents, and you saw people having a good time and having fun. And I'm using the word people because it wasn't just black people there. It was white people there. It was Indian people there. It was people who were from Islam religion. There were people of all different backgrounds there. And so that was really cool to see just everybody having fun, everybody having a good time. Like, so many times people want to always tell me about the bad of Joburg, but people don't want to talk about the good that's here. Those family friendly events, those memories that people are making at these type of events. And you saw people happy. So like that was really, really cool to see that. And then one of the other great things, it was a wrestling match there, yo. And I'm a wrestling fan. I like wrestling. I grew up in Texas. So if you're from Texas, like especially if you were born in the 80s or later, you're probably 80s or earlier. I'm sorry. You're probably used to the Sportatorium. So like I used to go there as a kid, watch wrestling all the time. Me and my brother who passed away, we used to go to the WWE events all the time. So like it was really cool to see wrestling. It was funny to see, the people hyped up into it and all of that, and also seeing the ballet of it, seeing how they showed it up with the show. Started off with the opening card, then the skills slowly got better. Then you start seeing people cutting promos. So it was really, really cool seeing that. That was really entertaining. And I hope I can find out wherever they're doing other wrestling events. Cause if they have like a home event around Joburg, I would love to go and see them more because that's something right up my alley. And then let's see what else was good there. There was tons of things to buy. Like if you wanted clothes, cookware, stuff from your house, like anything you could think of was there for sale. So it was nice to see that. And they had a lot of beauty products. The military stuff there was nice. It was cool seeing some of the South African military equipment and seeing just the differences between the military here and the military that I'm used to from the United States. Because like I don't think they use Humvees here. Like I didn't see any American style Humvees, which was interesting. I thought everybody in the world used that style of vehicle. But seeing a lot of things and then talking to the military people here, like you can see they're proud of what they're doing. And seeing that, like that really made me feel happy. 'Cause I have nothing but respect for anybody who signed their line on the contract and go to the military. I don't care what country you live in. You can be in a country that's considered good or bad. Like you put your line on you sign sign your signature on that line, and you put your life on the line for your country. I have nothing but respect for you because very few people in this world understands what that mean. And as someone who done that and went to war, kudos. And I was honored to meet everybody that was in the military there and listen to their story. One of the guys there, like, it was so funny, man. He brought back memories. He showed the old C rations. I didn't think C rations existed anymore. I'm gonna be real with you. And he was talking about how day number 4 is the best day. And anybody in the military or that was in the military will know, like, everybody knows, like, there's that one ration, that one MRE that's just, hey, if you get it, that you go, and anything else, you just rather starve than eat it. And he was real about it too. And it was just funny hearing that story because it shows you, like, even though being in an army of a completely different country, like some things are just the same. And it's those little things that you relate with. And it's like, that's what creates your experience of the military. Even though I went to war, even though I was injured, everything, like all the issues that I was dealing with afterwards, I'm grateful for the military, man. Like it was so many good memories and so many great friendships that I built there. And really good place, man. Really good place. And it was just nice to see that here too. So, and like I said, overall, I rate the Rancho 7 out of 10. It had a lot of great things about it. The queues were just too long. I'm not a waiting in the queue person. Like I like efficiency. I like efficiency and I like moving fast. And the reason why, let me just go back to that before I end the video, is you have to understand, like, the faster you can move people through a queue, the more money you can make. Because most times people will eat more than one time at any event if they know it's not going to be too long over time. But if you see the opportunity cost for getting a meal, and no matter where you go, is an hour to 2 hours, you're going to only get that one thing and you're not going to buy anything else. It's pure psychology right there. Like the human conditioning of the brain is like the risk versus reward is not worth it. So it's higher risk than it is the reward of getting the food. And so, like, if you're a business owner or you're doing those type of stalls at these events, like really focus on your procedure. Like, how can you simplify making your process? And also, like, how many people do you actually need to have to be there? And if you don't want to hire all those different people, like, you might need to work it with you and your family or with some friends. And so just wanted to leave that there as a business tip for you, just something that I saw. And, overall, the Rancho was great. I was thinking about going back on Monday, but I'm tired, so I don't think I'm going to do that. And I don't know what the turnout going to be. Uh, it was just a lot of people there and walking around all day. I'm like, I'm good now. But it was another great day here in Joe Barrick, man. Another great event. It's so amazing, and I don't know if many South Africans will relate to this the way that it hits me. But it's so amazing seeing generations of families having fun together. Because I didn't grow up with that. I didn't grow up, seeing all my family being around all of them. One, I was 10 years younger than everyone when everybody really started to have their children. And two, by the time I came around, like drugs really, really took over in my family. Not only that, but in the communities. And so I didn't get to see that family structure like I get to see here sometimes. And it's really beautiful, man. I really love every time I get the opportunity to see that and see kids being with their grandparents, seeing generations of whole families together out having fun. And so I just got to thank you, South Africa, on that one. Like I really, really appreciate that, and much love for that. And because I love seeing that love of family structure. And so if you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe so you can see more of this content. Make sure you keep tuned because I'm literally tomorrow, I'm scheduling out every video. I promise. I'm scheduling every video out because I saw on my camera I had videos that were just sitting there. I just forgot that memory card had videos on there. So I'm putting all of that out for you, I promise. And most importantly, share this video with others because you never know who might like this video, who's been on the fence about, oh, should I go to the Rancho, yay or nay? And I'm gonna tell you, you should go. Go for the experience. Even if you're a vegan and you don't eat meat and stuff, just pack a lunch. Now that I know, like if I ever go back, I will pack a lunch. And so it's not like it's a difficult thing to be able to eat. Just plan ahead for it and just work with what you got there. And hopefully somebody who's watching this, they'll be like, you know what, Jay, you right, man. I'm gonna start up bringing some food there next year, and I'm gonna have vegan friendly food for you. And if that's cool, I'll come through and review your food. And so after that, just remember this: I'm Jason. Success is simple once you know how.